Your avoidant ex will return, and it usually takes anywhere between 1, sometimes 12 or more months. And because they leave you really cold, they leave you without any closure, telling you a real reason as to why they're leaving, you often think that there's no chance of them returning. You think, why would they come back? They discarded me like I was nothing. But the truth is, that's a paradox. They will return, and the reason being is because when avoidants leave, they're running from fear and anxiety, and eventually those emotions will have to baseline again. And when they do, the logistic clarity of what you two had as a connection will surface again. And for an avoidant, that can take months. And the reason being is because they have to regulate their emotions. They have to remind themselves of who they are. They have to let go of any negative feelings that they associated with the relationship and with you. And that doesn't happen overnight, but when it does start to happen, it happens for real. When they return, they will usually do one of two things. The first one being stalk your social medias. Maybe they'll view your stories to see what you're up to, maybe even reach out to mutual friends or family members to see if you're okay. The second one is often send you a message, maybe a DM request, or an email. That's them breadcrumbing you. And what that means is they're trying to be emotionally vulnerable with you again, in small doses, so they don't feel like they're putting themselves on the line. But when this situation happens, you're usually faced with two options, and this is where your better judgment can get blinded, because the love you felt for this person, the nostalgia of your history, can get in the way of what you logistically know is best for you. Now, I'm not saying you have to reject them, I'm not saying you have to say no, I'm just saying when you're faced with this situation again, ask yourself, has the person I've become going to be more aligned with us? Have they become more aligned with me? You know, because you've had months apart, you could become an entirely different person, and so could she or he. And in that time, you either become more compatible, or you become a lot less compatible. So if you're considering a long-term, stable, committed relationship with this person again, you have to see what healing has been done, whether they have actually had clarity, done some learning, done some reflections onto their actions, and what you had, because that gives you a better ground to stand on, making a decision as to whether this person is right for you or not. Avoidants do mostly return. They don't always return, but they mostly return. And the reason being is because they don't leave for logistic reasons. They don't leave because of you. They don't leave because of the relationship. They leave because of the way that it makes them feel based on their trauma. I've got other videos explaining what an avoidant attachment is and why they leave, why they behave the way they do, why they're cold in the end, why they distance themselves weeks to months before the breakup, which hopefully helps people understand a bit more about why they do what they do and why it means nothing about you or the relationship you share. But I can't stress enough, please, please, please consider yourself. Consider what is best for you, whether they now fit into your life or not, because obviously you deserve reciprocation. You deserve love just like anyone else, and obviously you deserve to be happy. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please just leave it below. I'll try to answer every single one of you. I really hope this was helpful.